3, and we're off. Week. Divisional round of the playoffs is finally over. And we are headed to championship weekend. And we play the.
Ignore your fucking wife.
Alright, so let's start off with the game of the week. Okay, the game that everybody was expecting to be good and maybe tried very hard to be good. Actually, you know what? God damn it, it was a good game.
Definitely.
Yeah, it was a good game. Chiefs, Bills. Chiefs came out on top 27-24. It was Patrick Mahomes' first game on the road because they were not the number one seed, or at least a high enough seed to be, I guess, to have the home field advantage. Yeah, mm-hmm. And so Patrick Mahomes went to Buffalo, where it was a little bit warmer than it was in Kansas City the week prior against the Dolphins. Also a little bit warmer than when the Bills took on the Steelers. And they won 27-24. But let's start with the beginning of the game. How did you feel going? Let's start with that. How did you feel going into the game?
Off of the run it's been for the Bills, finishing the season, fighting to get a playoff spot. Dolphins pretty much giving them an alley-oop for that second seed. They somehow end up the second seed because they finished off the year so strong. They were a buzzsaw, bro, and they demolished. I forgot. I already forgot who they played in the first round. Steelers, yes. They handle the Steelers. Josh Allen's making plays. James Cook. As soon as they made that OC switch, seemed like, started getting him involved, and he's a baller. They just look like a pretty tough team to beat, especially at home. So it was something different for the Chiefs. For Pat Mahomes, it seemed like, I feel like this time out of all times, Pat and the Bills and Josh Allen have played against each other.
Yeah.
This was a prime opportunity for Josh Allen to finally get Pat and the Chiefs to get his lick. But
finally, yeah.
But I mean, I don't know how many times we gotta say it, but Patrick Mahomes is
he's Patrick Mahomes.
He just finds a way every time. Every single time.
Well, all right. So, let me look at the breakdown here. Refresh my memory. So, Buffalo was up going into halftime, and that's pretty much all the offense that they kind of had most of the game, because there was a point in the game when the ball's kind of going back and forth. So the drive when McCole Hartman fumbles, right? He fumbles into the end zone, so it causes a touchback.
Which I hate that rule.
I kind of hate it too.
How do you give the ball to the other team when the other team
is trying to score, right?
No, when the defense gets the ball after that turnover, right? Mm-hmm. So how do you just give a change of possession with the defense not doing anything? But how is that the other team's ball at the 25? Just because the ball went out of bounds in the. I just think it's unfair.
Yeah,
for the offense.
So the thing is like you're if you're gonna fucking be careless with the ball like that, I understand like getting, if like you're trying to score, so of course you're like reaching, but it's like very high risk reward type of situation. What I kind of like, that's the reason I kind of like it. But what I've heard as like, I don't know if I made this up myself or if I've heard someone else say it. But you know how like when it's a regular touchback,
Mhm.
like on the kickoff, you started with a 25 now, or it used to be the 20. I think
Yeah,
it's the
I
25
think
now.
it's a 25 now.
Yeah. So why don't we just do the same thing? Like, oh, you reached, it fumbled, boom, now you're pushed all the way back to the 25, no matter what. It's like literally
And
like
still
nothing
the
happened.
same down.
Still
What
the
if it's
same.
like
So
first and goal? So now it'd be for second and goal at the 25.
at the 25, yeah. At least you get to keep possession. That's like, you know what I mean?
Fair enough. I
And
guess. I guess that's better than giving a whole
yeah,
just
because
giving the
then
team the other ball.
yeah, because if so at this point, damn, like my memory's losing me a little bit. But I think they're up 3 or they're up. Here we go. Does it tell me? So these touchdown. Playing good, Butker, 10, 15. Okay, so because at that point, when they get the turnover and done, this is the DeMar Hamlin, right? Oh no,
The
shotgun, Allen, incomplete, short to Diggs, pass battle that line. Okay, yeah, so I remember this. So I have the Lakers score on the right side right here. If you want.
yeah, I just
Um, yeah, it's not looking good. So if you okay, so yeah, so the turnover on downs. This isn't the freaking no, it's not. It was after that. But to start the fourth, they score and they go up. That's when they go up 27, right?
Mhm.
Am I an idiot? I'm trying to like remember what the hell went. Yeah, so they go up and they score a touchdown. Then they get the turnover on downs. So when Cole Harmon fumbles, that drive, if he doesn't fumble, which is again stupid play because the play is just kind of dumb. It's very cute. It's very like look at me, like I'm gonna fucking make like our third string receiver, a receiver that we let go and then signed again because we got for waivers from another team because clearly we don't trust him. You know what I mean? Or else he'd still be on the team. You know what I mean? We're gonna let that guy do this like reverse. What was it? Like a little cute little jump. Like it was kind of like a swing pass, but I don't really remember what it was. But it was regardless. It was a sweep to the left with the wide receiver. He goes and he freaking reaches out and fumbles out the end zone. If he just because Pacheco was getting 5 yards every single time, at least, and it happens a lot with these teams, especially the coaches. It's like when you're doing so well, why do you have to make things difficult, man? You're trying to chew clock anyway. Like just run the ball 3 times. You're telling me you're not going to get 2 yards? You were at the Buffalo 3. You're at the 3-yard line. Even if it took you even if it took you all 3 chances to run the ball 3 yards, who cares? You're wasting time. That's what you want to do. You want to waste time. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's the fourth quarter. Like you're trying to, end the game, and this puts you up 10. This touchdown right here puts you up 10, but instead you don't run the ball with Pacheco. Let me see. I was trying to pull up his stats for the game. Passing, rushing. Pacheco was getting 4.6 yards. He was averaging 4.6 yards a carry. So if he's averaging 4.6 yards a carry, the odds of him getting a first down on the first 2 tries is pretty high. I'm assuming. I don't know the math on that off my top of my head, but like you're at the 3. So there you go. And yeah, so that would have easily put the game away because, or at least it would have made the game a lot easier because now you're up 10. So they fumble and then Bills get the ball, they punt. Freaking Kansas City gets the ball back, they punt as well. Then I think there's like 9 minutes left or something like that, or no, like 8 minutes left, and Josh Allen gets the ball, and this is where I saw a lot of good tweets talking mad shit about my guy. Warren Sharp had very good tweets about this. So all season, the one thing that everybody was saying was the worst about Josh Allen was that he plays too much hero ball, and actually it even put them in really hot water where a lot of people were saying they weren't even going to make the playoffs. and this kind of attitude was kind of like the reason why a lot of people were upset about uh I guess just the way he fucking plays and how he likes to throw the ball into like double coverage, triple coverage, and he also maybe runs or take hits when he doesn't really need to. So here's Warren Sharp going on about this. Absolutely no idea what Josh Allen was trying to do with their 2 plays after the 2-minute warning. You need 9 yards to get a first down. You have 2 plays. He ignores underneath options on both throws and chucks 25 yards into the end zone 2 times when you don't even want / need a touchdown. So this last sentence, everybody, I mean, they had already played in the regular season, but this game was the 13-second game that happened 2 years ago.
Yep.
Where maybe one of the best games I've ever seen.
Ever.
It's up there with the other greatest game I've watched, which was Chiefs Rams, that 54-53 game or some shit like that. And the reason he's
forgot about that one.
That's that Jared Goff one. Yeah. That was like 4 years ago. So this last sentence is because he's right. You don't want a touchdown. Here, let me make this big. I don't think there's audio on this. So 1 minute and 50 seconds left. It's 3rd and 9. If you score the touchdown here, let me play it. If I could slow this down.
Diggs.
I'll slow down to 75. Yeah, so Diggs. So this is the 2nd down play. Diggs is running down the what is this called? The crosser.
Mm-hmm.
And wide open. Doesn't throw him. Yeah. Goes to the end zone. I mean, he's
open.
He's open. He had him. Yeah, he missed him by a lot.
I don't know what kind of throw is that though.
5 yards, or 2-3 yards short. So that's that one. And then here's the second one. So 3rd and 9. Same play. You have people doing just like little digs underneath. Drifts right and throws it into almost nothing, and then just settles for the field goal. Which
it's just a throwaway.
And
at that point,
you're fighting a 3-point deficit and the clock. You want a touchdown, but you don't want to give Mahomes any time. Primary objective on 2nd is gain yards, not score a touchdown. The 13-second loss should have taught you a touchdown to take a lead with 2 minutes left doesn't win anything. Get the first down.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the end zone view.
86 Kincaid, like right there.
Yeah, right there. Boom.
Right there.
Because even if he doesn't get the first,
it's like 4th and 2. 4th and
4th and 2. Yeah, exactly. And his big ass has been getting. I mean, I think who was it? Romo or Collinsworth? I think it was Collinsworth.
I think it was Romo. I think it was CBS this game.
He mentioned that besides the Eagles, the Bills had the highest conversion rate on 4th and 1, 3rd and 1s with the sneak. So like you're saying, throw it at Kincaid. Even if he gets tackled 2 yards or a yard short of the line, I mean, to pick up those 2 yards right here, it would be easy for him because he's huge.
Give him a chance to battle for the first down. He falls forward. It's a first down. He's like 6'6". That's a big boy. Like
it's windy. You're. I mean, there's just all this decision making is not. It's not the best. I think I have more tweets. Right? Okay, so that's that game. So that happens. They don't obviously convert. They kick the field goal, and Bass misses it wide right. It's like almost within, like as soon as he kicks it, you know it's not going in. Like he kicks it, and you're like, it's kind of heading towards the goalpost, but then it's immediately like just super. No. It's almost immediately, and it's bad. Wide right is like the slogan for how bad it was because I think in the Super Bowl.
They didn't they lose before? Have they lost before historically?
Yes. So. Here we go.
First of all, you're a kicker for the Buffalo Bills. How do you not know to account for the wind?
Yeah.
I know it's blowing right. All right, let me start this. Let me start this ball at the left,
At the left goalpost, at least, or on the other side.
so it can finish right down the middle. Like my boy, you're the kicker for the Buffalo Bills.
So the wide right has significance because in the Super Bowl, wide right, aka 47 wide right, was Scott Norwood's missed 47-yard field goal attempt for the Buffalo Bills at the end of Super Bowl. What is this? 25. On January 27, 1991, as described by sportscaster Al Michaels, the missed field goal result. That's how old Al Michaels is. This was what? 30 years ago? No.
What was it?
33 years ago? 33 years ago, Al Michaels was calling this game, and in that game, he was already like in his 50s, probably, or like in his 40s. Oh, he has worked on Network Sports since 1971, with his most recent work being with the. Jesus Christ. Al Michaels. Anyway, so the missed field goal resulted in the game being won by New York Giants. The phrase wide right has since become synonymous with the game itself and has since been used in other sports. This game is also called the miss by some Bills fans. Yeah, so wide right. That's why it was like so familiar because that's happened to them before. So let's
Damn, Bills fans hate kickers, huh?
yeah.
You gotta hate kickers if you're a Bills fan.
The Ravens, let's see. Niners, Lions. Oh no, this is for all winners. I think there was something in here that I forget. Yeah, so I mean the thing is that they keep saying so they lost, right? And the other thing they keep saying are people on Twitter, or not even Twitter people. They keep selling these games as Brady Mahomes. Brady that also happened, but no, Brady Manning.
Yeah,
The Brady Manning rivalry, and it's similar. It's similar, but it's not quite. Only because Brady, I saw Nick Wright's tweet about how Brady had the Super Bowls and Manning had the MVPs. So it's kind of like that was like their rivalry, but it's like the Bills haven't really won anything, and I kind of agree with that.
Josh Allen doesn't even have an MVP.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that I can get like. Can I get like the? Here we go. Here we go. No.
What are you looking for?
I'm just like trying to find like a breakdown of all the games. Like, give me the first game. Give me the second game. I watched all of these, and for the longest time, fucking Manning would get cumstered and dumpstered every time until finally, like, in the Reggie Wayne years, he finally fucking started coming through. So yeah, look, September 30th.
44-13.
Yeah, so this is how it started. 2001. Manning's like in his third year, and Brady's in his first year, I think.
Uh-huh.
Manning 3 interceptions. So Brady wins this one. Brady wins the Super Bowl that year. Yeah, this is week 3, and then they play again week 6. Why would they play twice in 1 week? I mean, in one season.
Yeah, scheduling kind of sounds nuts.
Right? How would they play each other twice in the same season? Oh, whatever. Yeah, it's literally like what, 3 weeks later? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so then Brady beats fucking him again, and then week 13. This is 2 years later. Oh, look at this Mike Vrabel sack. Mike Vrabel mentioned sick. So then Indy wins again 2003. 2004, 2003 AFC Championship game. New England wins again. I think they win the Super Bowl this year too. I think this is the year that they beat Panthers. And then 2004, the following season, they beat them again. So what is this already? Well, I guess it's a lot of regular season wins, but also so in the AFC Championship game, he beats them the first time. Fucking New England 3-20, Indianapolis 3 in the divisional round the following year.
So that's 2.
That's twice in the playoffs, yeah. And then this is okay. So I remember this game actually. I think I watched this game. So then in the regular season 2005, he beat the 40-21. He finally beats them. They each fucking played great in this game. 2006, the following year, Indy wins again. Brady had his worst game against Manning 2006, throwing 4 interceptions and no touchdowns as the Colts won 27-24. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see. 2006 AFC Championship game. Indianapolis beats New England. Okay, so this is the one. Yeah, this is when they won the Super Bowl. But it took 6 years, and after three times that he lost to him in the playoffs, and then a bunch of times he lost to him in the regular season. This is when they finally won the Super Bowl. So I guess what I'm trying to say is people. I mean, it kind of is similar to Brady Manning. The only difference is that I think they were both more coveted. Where like I think Mahomes is light years ahead of Allen as far as like a coveted quarterback. Obviously, because he already has 2 rings and he already has a shitload of MVPs, and everybody can just look at him and know that he's like one of the greatest. Mm-hmm. But
already.
Yeah, like there's no doubt. But like Allen kind of is just like a really good quarterback above average. You would love to have him, like, you know, there's no complaints, whatever. But he kind of has to get over the hump, just kind of how like Manning eventually got over the hump. Because even with Manning, it's like no doubt, like he's a fucking elite. It's literally 1 versus 2 or 1A versus 1B, and Tom Brady being 1A because he won all the championships. But I do think that there's, I mean, he could do it. Look, this is 2006. 2006. That's like what, 5 years later. That's like around the same time that's been going on now. I feel like, right, or like 3-4 years maybe. So I mean, it could fucking happen, and I think Allen could get there. I think this team, well, they had like a weird season. A lot of shit went down, and I do think like if they go into next season building off what they did this year, and they can kind of figure out, you know, whatever, and Allen can kind of figure out, you know, stop being such an idiot sometimes, then they could totally do this and could become this, you know. But it's just, I mean, that last sequence, I don't want to throw it all on Allen because there's a lot of reasons they lost. But I mean, that's, how do you not look at that and then kind of like, you know,
but you had a chance.
Yeah.
Had a chance.
Yeah. And it's like it's hard to blame it. For me, it's hard to blame it on the kicker. I mean, also he should have made it. He could have made it. But it's like, if you want to, you know, even if the kicker makes it, are you sure you're gonna win? Like, I wouldn't have thought so. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. What makes you think, oh, Patrick Mahomes isn't gonna get the ball back and move the ball down the field again like he always does? He showed you all he needed was 13 seconds.
Yeah.
And he had all timeouts. I think the Chiefs already still had all 3 timeouts. So let's just say they did get the ball back. They had all their timeouts.
Yeah. And yeah.
So, yeah. That's just what the fans do, though. I mean, but you really look at the game, and it's never just because, you know, the kicker missed a field goal. No, you lose the game throughout the game.
Yeah, throughout
the game. There's definitely opportunities throughout the game that teams that lose don't take advantage of, and they always use, you know, a missed field goal at the end to blame, or referees to blame. Oh, that's why the refs didn't call this. And no, like, yeah, I mean,
so yeah, I mean, fucking, if we have to do a eulogy for the Bills fan, or the Bills for their 2023 season, I would say McDermott needs to you know, really take this reversion into Islam seriously, and and just really like you know, no more haram for the rest of the off season until next season, and then he'll be good. But in all seriousness, I think they are probably going to keep McDermott, and I do think that they can like build on what they did last year or last season. But it's like this was the year, man. This was the year the Chiefs looked like shit. This was the year. If there was like a year to like really kill, like beat the Chiefs, and like it looks like it's gonna be good. I think this was the year. Like, yeah, you're gonna come back. The Bills are gonna come back, and maybe make some adjustments and be better. But it's like, you think the Chiefs aren't gonna do that? Now that the Chiefs know, like, oh shit, this season sucked because like we had no real receivers. Which I don't even think they're gonna beat Baltimore, but I mean, I'm not counting them out. But like, I don't even think they will.
You can't count them out. You
But
just
like,
can't.
yeah, you can't tell me that they're not gonna like evaluate the season once it's over and realize like, okay, we got to get more receivers, we got to get better here, we got to do what we got to do. So I think they're gonna come back even better because they're gonna realize like, yeah, Scantling and Valdez Scantling and I don't even know. Kadarius Toney,
That's
Sky
about
and
it.
Moore. I don't know. I mean, Rasheed Rice is like their only good
Yeah.
receiver, and it's like, yeah, so it's like, so they're gonna, yeah, they'll figure it out and they're gonna get better too. So yeah, it is a missed opportunity, but I mean that's all she wrote. I don't know what else. Hopefully they can get. I mean, yeah, whatever. They'll be back. They'll be back. It's just I don't know. I would be kicking myself if I was the Bills for sure, because it's like this was for sure the year.
So you're not on the bandwagon of
calling for Sean McDermott's job.
Nah,
No.
It's like really hard. That's like the thing, because like I saw somebody tweeted when Belichick parted ways with the Patriots.
Mhm.
I saw a Chiefs fan be like, a Chiefs fan tweeted like, Belichick's available and we're keeping Andy Reid, like mad, right?
Huh?
And it's like, dude, like no one is happy with their head coach. No, I mean, I think everyone just hates everyone on their team, no matter, you know what I mean?
For sure.
How and I think it's easy to be like, if you're a Bills fan, to be like, fuck McDermott, I don't want him anymore. Look what he did to our team or whatever. Look at all this thing, or he freaking
He
from New
supports
York, and he's supporting fucking Al Qaeda over here. He's over here complimenting Al Qaeda on their organizational skills, like, but it's like, it's so hard to have a good head coach. You know what I mean? And like, I guess there is like, a lot of candidates, and like the only one that I would really like is Rabel. But at the end of the day, it's like, how much does it shake up your team if you go from McDermott to Vrabel? If you were within 3 points of beating the Chiefs, like, and
I know, but how many times is it gonna take for you to come so close but not beat the Chiefs? Yeah.
yeah, I guess maybe I would probably give it one more year. But this is like a hard question to ask. Not if you're Jerry Jones, though. Not if you're asking Jerry Jones, though.
Nope.
Because Jerry Jones would be like, oh wait, no, actually, we don't even have to win a playoff game and get really close. We have to just be good and then lose first round. That's job
And
security.
get the highest viewed playoff game.
Yeah,
We're good. I'll keep
the
my
highest
country.
viewed playoff game where I get embarrassed and they keep cutting shots of me like I'm Taylor Swift in the freaking press box.
I know there's only two people that go to football games and get that kind of treatment.
Yeah, literally.
Where when the team scores or when the other team scores, they put the camera on that person.
Yeah,
Taylor Swift and Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and once her tour's over, she's gonna be like almost as rich as him. I don't even know how rich she is.
Bro.
I
hope she buys the Cowboys.
That'd be sick. That'd be sick if she bought. She should buy like a heavy stake in a team.
The Chiefs?
What?
Why not?
Yeah, I guess her and Travis could like pull money together if they get married or some shit. But it's just the hate. Have you been seeing like the AI images that people have been posting on Twitter of her like doing sexual acts? She's not like
No.
completely naked in them, but people like Chiefs fans and like just it's because I think the algorithm has picked up all that football stuff on my shit, but I get a lot of like weird people posting like it's like one where she's like all painted in red, like she's like a Chiefs fan, but she's like clearly like naked, painted red, but she's like bent over, and there's like a Chiefs fan behind her, and it's like, but it's clearly AI, but it's like, and it's just like dudes are so weird, like it's just people are so weird about having like a pop star at their freaking football. It's like, uh, it's just demented, and it's like it's something that it like throws other people away off the scent. You know what I mean? Because I feel like people are like, oh, I guess for the most online people, for the very online people, I guess. So I guess most people don't see it, but still, I don't know. For me, it's like it's annoying. But anyway, back on topic. So yeah, McDermott. Yeah, I think it's better to keep him, but I think if it was me, I'd probably give him one more year. Unless I felt like he really lost the locker room or something like that.
I don't know. It kind of seems like that to me.
Yeah.
Because at the beginning of the season, remember Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen, or at not the beginning of the season, but like training camp.
Has Stephon Diggs tweeted yet?
I'm not sure, but remember he
Let me
was
check.
like on Twitter. He was on Twitter like during spring training. Oh my god, I think I said that last week too. During training camp, and he was holding out for a little bit or whatever. He didn't feel like it just didn't look right. Him and Josh Allen's relationship was kind of like, you know. So it just felt odd. So I don't know. Kind of
Yeah.
feels like that, and then
But
especially
Diggs
how they
always
started
kind of feels that way
tweeting.
though. Doesn't he always kind of every year
Yeah,
he has like these weird ass tweets where he's like
he's a
the
definition of like a
samurai.
wide receiver.
He'll like tweet some shit
Diva.
like the bow and arrow only reaches the farthest depths of a lonely river once the prey has found its killer or something like that. Like right like a week before the season, and you're like, all right, so what does this mean? Do you hate Josh Allen? Like, do you not want to be? Have you seen that tweet where like people?
It's just mad cryptic. Like it's
Yeah.
like some kind of like figure of speech. Like
Here, I found it. Typical quarterback tweet. Love my teammates. God is good. Running back tweet. Keep grinding. Tight end tweet. Derp. Wide receiver tweet. The enemy speaks kindly and holds a knife.
no, that's facts, bro. That's ultimate. That's prime wide receiver diva.
Yeah.
That's diva wide receiver stuff, dude. All
He
the time.
but he literally tweets like that every time he has a tweet.
Want to go down a little
Someone
bit more?
puts this above it.
Typical quarterback draft response.
Thank God. Running back. Thank God. Tight end. Thank God. Wide receiver. Thank the devil whose relentless treachery keeps me motivated.
That's good.
That's good
Typical
stuff.
linebacker tweet. I am anointed to lead men into battle. Defensive line. I'll remove your head and shit down your neck. Cornerback. The power of Christ compels me to shut your ass down. Safety. I'm going to murder you. That's not that funny. They're all like similar. Defensive people are just kind of insane. But yeah, dude, that shit's funny.
That's
The
good
enemy
stuff.
speaks kindly and
I like
holds a
that.
knife. But yeah, like that, so I seen when the game was over, I seen somebody tweet like, "Oh, the Stephon Diggs tweet is gonna be insane tomorrow." We haven't got it yet.
Speaking of the social media, I don't really want to spend too much time on it, but the Cowboys. I don't know if you've seen that. The Cowboys have some online drama. Twitter fingers. CD Lamb's mom
Oh, I saw that.
tweeted out
I
saying
saw
Dak
that.
ain't it.
Yeah, on Facebook. No, was it on Facebook?
I think it was on. Yeah, for her it was Facebook, of course.
Yeah.
But Michael Parsons' brother tweeted out saying something like, "Oh, I wish Michael would get out of Dallas."
Oh,
And
really?
Dak Prescott's brother said something along the lines, something like that. Like, I wish that if I could get Dak to leave Dallas, I would. But like these so-called fans, like just ain't it. Like,
Dude, I have this
they're too much.
coworker, and he's a Dallas fan, but that fool played football and like he coaches like I think his son's team or something. But he's younger too. I think he's younger than me. He's like 2 years younger than me, and he really likes McCarthy. And I was like, so in the game when I saw him last week, I was like, oh man, what's up? You know, freaking Cowboys. I was like, were you surprised? He was like, no, you know, whatever. And then I didn't really see him after that. And then later we talked, and he was like, yeah, like I'd rather get rid of Dak and because I told him, damn, I can't believe you're keeping McCarthy. And he was like, yeah, I kind of like that. He was like, but I'd rather get rid of Dak. And I was like, what?
And do what?
That's and I think again it goes back to what I was saying about that guy who tweeted about the Chiefs thing. I think people don't realize how hard it is to because I told him I was like, who are you gonna get? Yeah, like same thing. I was like, who are you gonna get? I was like, how hard is it to get a quarterback? Like Dak is easily top 5. What was he on that ranking? Like that guy had him like top 5, right? But I feel like you can convince the average person that he's for sure like top 7. Nah, I would even say top 5. I would put him 5th. But like yeah, it's like who are you gonna get? It's like so hard to find a quarterback. It's super hard to find a quarterback, you know. And McCarthy and that's not the case right now with McCarthy. Like it's super easy to find a head coach right now. Like Vrabel's available, Belichick is available. Like even if McCarthy took you guys to the NFC Championship and you guys lost, I think even in that situation, I'd be like, well, damn. I mean, that was cool, but like, we could have, you know, Belichick. Like, we could have something way better. You know. But it's like, yeah, I don't know if how many fans. I tried to like, I use him as like a litmus test to see how like what the average Cowboy fan thinks, but I don't think he's average Cowboy. I don't know. I think the people who don't, because I don't know if he's like consume. I sent him like those videos that I had sent you about the Ben Solak videos.
Yeah.
I sent him the one about McCarthy, about the game where they lost, and then I sent him the one about Dak that was like a month earlier.
Yeah.
And I don't think he watched them because he didn't say, hey, I haven't run into him, so I haven't asked him. But like, but yeah, it's like, dude, easily Dak is like a star, you know, and he's something you could totally win with Dak. I just don't. I get in the past being like he sucked, but I do think that this last game, as much as I want to, like, there is some blame attributed to Dak, but I think because the defense played so bad and the play calling was so bad, and like you kind of feel like the way things were going, it was not going. I mean, it was not going to go good, and the way the Packers, and then when you watch the game, well, let's go. That's a good transition into let's go to Saturday night, and then we'll do the Sunday morning game. So the Niners played the Packers. And similar situation to the Josh Allen thing. Packers had the ball, and I think you could say that they kind of lost the game, kind of blew it for themselves a little bit. Let's see, where is it at?
No doubt.
I don't remember how much time was on the clock, but I do think when you threw that pick, well, we could check. Let's see right here. Interception with 52 seconds left.
52 seconds.
Down 3. I mean, I think the way Jordan Love had been throwing the ball all season, I think if he wouldn't have made that boneheaded throw, I think he would have. He could have easily gotten field goal range, which would have been trouble for the Niners because I think that was hard. So here, I'll ask you this though. Do you feel better about the Niners after this game, or do you feel better about the Packers after this game? No. Yeah, do you feel good about the Niners after this game, or do you feel bad about the Niners about this game? You know what I mean? That's a better question.
I think I feel about the same with the Niners because okay, let's start with the Packers were in control of the game. To me,
yeah, they were
going into that fourth quarter. Packers were in control of the game. So, like you just said before we started talking about this game, the Packers had it. It was their game to lose going into that fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And you can kind of, and this is where the Brock Purdy it needs to be this is where those people who Brock Purdy needs to be perfect. He needs everyone healthy and everyone needs to be on the field. He can't just do it himself. The Deebo Samuel injury early in the game,
Yeah.
like I don't know, just kind of the feeling was like, uh-oh. Because it didn't look, I don't know, maybe it's a play calling or just the decision making and Brock after that, where it's kind of like, damn, okay, like okay, how are we gonna adjust our offense? Maybe it's a play calling, and maybe it's both. But until that fourth quarter, I was like, yo, the Packers, like Jordan Love's really about to, he's really about to upset
Yeah.
against the best team, arguably this whole season. At their place, like he is in prime control, 21 to what was it, 21-14 going into that fourth quarter. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
but I mean, this is where it's kind of neutral, where I feel like the 49ers found a way and Brock Purdy found a way. Granted, yes, you have Christian McCaffrey and Kyle Shanahan has Christian McCaffrey to lean on. Okay, we're able to run the ball because I know Christian's gonna get us 4 or 5 yards. I can use him out of the backfield and he's gonna pick up yards. But man, Brock Purdy made some great throws on that last drive to dudes that you don't even know. I didn't even know who caught that last one. Some backup tight end and then some backup receiver, and then one to Ayuk on that last drive. Like, yo, okay, that's where it cancels out the who did he throw it to? Who did he throw it to? Oh, he didn't throw it to Debo. He threw one to Ayuk. He didn't throw one to Kittle. But no,
Yeah.
he made throws to guys who are lesser known to get them down the field and in position. And I have to tip my hat because trust me, I'm looking for every reason to not
I
or
think.
to
I
not
think.
Purdy. And it was looking good until that last drive. If we're gonna keep it a stack.
It
So
was. It was looking what? It was not. No, it was not. It
no,
was looking terrible. It was looking
it was
terrible. Even.
no, it was looking good for me because I was just like,
Oh, you're hating.
I'm looking for to hate on Purdy. Oh, look it.
Yeah.
Once Debo came out, yo, homie looked rattled. Without Christian McCaffrey getting a couple of yards out of the backfield, this and that, like he's rattled. He can't do nothing. But it shuts people like me up who are trying to hate when he did what he had to do that last drive. Then it's like, damn. What am I
Uh,
supposed to say then?
I think. Okay, so did you see people's reaction after the game where they're like, "This was very Joe Montana-esque." Someone said that it was Joe Montana-esque, and it's like, I've seen a lot of game-winning drives in my lifetime. I've seen Peyton Manning game-winning drives. I've seen Tom Brady do it. I've seen a lot of people do it, and that last drive, which was capped by a McCaffrey touchdown.
Yes.
I think it was good. I think it was good. I think considering the fact that he couldn't throw the ball was going everywhere. He was throwing balls that weren't even like spiraling, that were just spinning in circles. Like and balls were landing short, balls were overthrown.
Granted,
he was looking bad. I thought he was going to get pulled for Darnold,
like,
to be honest.
Weather was playing a factor too, but
Yeah.
but
Not for Jordan Love though. Jordan Love was looking pretty
exactly exactly. Jordan Love was
So
playing the whole game in those same conditions, and his ball was coming out a little better. So
yeah,
yeah, I'm with you on that.
and he's a lot bigger than Purdy is.
And
Love is a
stronger,
big
way
dude.
way.
Yeah,
I think he's just a better athlete
yeah. You
overall.
just look at him and he
He got a better arm, and it showed, especially in those conditions. I feel like that kind of separates yourself a little bit.
yeah. Um yeah, here's oh, this fucking Laker game's over. God damn. Here's Purdy throwing it. He had one good throw I think, in the first half, which was the touchdown to Kittle. Lakers won, or not Lakers won, Clippers won. Or they're gonna beat the Lakers because the Lakers are losing by 11 with like a minute left. And that touchdown throw to Kittle was great. In the first half. But that last, I mean, yeah, he when he was playing like shit the whole game, the fact that he was able to put it together and come through with a drive when they needed it most, my hat's off to him. Do I think it was like, oh damn, like the way people were like, glazing this fool up like he's like the second coming of Joe Montana because of that last drive?
No,
I don't think it's that either. You know what I mean? I just think he did his job. And what I do think is that the Lions are going to go there next week. Do I think that the Lions could have a chance to beat them? If it's raining, I kind of like the Lions. Let's see, weather.com. It's never failed me before. Where is this? Santa Clarita?
Look, let's be fair. Let's be fair too. They get that touchdown, right? And now that obviously the game ended and they won, then it turns into a game-winning drive. But let's not get it twisted. The Green Bay had a chance
to win the game.
They still got the ball after that drive.
Yeah.
And Jordan Love, the first, what was it? First couple plays.
Is it Santa Clarita or Santa Clara?
Santa Clara.
Santa Clara. Santa Clarita is like Six Flags.
Oh, duh.
And I only know that because we pass by it all the time.
Sunday. I hate all these ads. Like, Nick Bosa's partner might look familiar to you. Is she a porn star? Hourly forecast, daily forecast, new.
Of course, it only goes to Saturday.
Oh no, next 10 days. No, I don't want to. Sunday showers. 58%, 9 wins. Damn it! Why? It's all weird. Oh, here we go. Overcast with rain showers at times, high of 57 degrees, 5 to 10 miles, chance of 60% rain. So when it says 60% rain, does that mean 60% chance it'll rain, or 60% of the day it'll rain?
I always assume it's 60% of the day it's gonna rain. That's how I think of it.
I don't know.
Well, that's during the day. In the night, considerable cloudiness with occasional rain showers. Low near 45 degrees. 5 to 10. Yeah, 60%.
Well, head up. So both games are on Sunday.
Yeah, Championship Sunday. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I love it. Nice.
We could double check though. Yeah. The Niner game is the nighttime. Is the night game? Oh, 3:30.
Not really. Yeah, 12
and
then 3:30.
Yeah, if it was me, I would have switched them, but I think they do it so like
the East Coast.
No, it's this year it's NFC that gets the nighttime game. The next year they'll be switched. AFC will have the nighttime game and NFC will have the morning game, and then they switch again. So they just switch back and forth.
Oh.
So yeah, I mean, I think so it's gonna be raining. So most likely it's gonna probably be very similar conditions. I like the Lions. Also, they have Goff though, and he's prone to the same thing, so it might be a shit show. But yeah, I think the Packers could have won the game. Let me see. Right here. This is what we're talking about.
Oh, you just can't do that, man.
It's just, what are you looking at right here, Big Down? What is here? Look at there's 3 red jerseys right here. Why?
Chase Young knows it too.
Yeah, he's already
like, bro, what are you throwing it to? Who are you throwing it to? Thank you.
Oh god.
Yeah, I mean.
So yeah, so I like that the Niners won. Oh no, actually, hold on.
Unfortunately, yeah, I agree.
Um, this was a great take. That was the perfect Purdy game for the discourse. Dropped picks and misses galore. Then one nails drive. Absolute chef's kiss. So, yeah, this is another thing that they always say about Purdy. That people drop a lot of interceptions. And that's true. That does happen a lot. That's like the Tom Brady luck that he has. Where like he'll throw something, it'll land in the other team's hands and they'll just drop it. And it's like, dude, like that's an interception. Why haven't you done
It's
that?
like in Madden when you press the wrong button and you throw it right
Yeah,
to a linebacker.
Yeah.
Right to a linebacker and it like hits him off the chest and it's incomplete. You're
Or
like,
they get like
"Oh,
it
thank
like
God."
the person you're playing against gets excited, switches to that player and accidentally dives, like tackles instead of pressing triangle.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that kind of luck, dude. Like, no, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, see, like here we go. I'll put this on my Instagram. I I oh, here it is. Here we go. Finding all the tweets now. Oh no, that's not what I'm gonna do. The Athletic. It's a pretty tough night to be Brock Purdy doubter. Brock Purdy answered every single doubt and criticism by
Oh, yeah,
delivering
that
a
was-
comeback playoff drive that was immediately become part of a 49ers legend. That's what Joe Montana used to do.
Yeah, okay, I did see
Yeah,
this tweet.
it's
and-
like,
and
come
people were
on,
flaming
dude.
that dude. People
Come
were flaming
on,
that
dude.
Yeah, nah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and then here's Mina Kimes This is Mina Kimes reacting to that. Not the Joe Montana reference, but it's so bad. Like I get okay. So this kind of alleviates the fact that you guys lost to the Packers because the Packers look good and the Packers look like they should have won. And the Niners have a lot of shit that they got to think about coming up this week because it's gonna be raining again. And
questions if Debo is gonna play too.
yeah,
Let's take a look. Debo Samuel's injury status murky
yeah,
for
that's not
championship
looking good.
game.
Unless they're trying to be like, what is it called? They're trying to be like, oh yeah, he might not play, but he actually is gonna play. Would be a good idea.
I mean, it's a championship NFC championship game. I don't mean.
Yeah, he kind of need.
I would assume he would go if he can. I mean, if
Can
he
you
wants
do this?
to.
Like, could you like make him suit up and then just have him on the bench? And then like if the second half it's like 17-14 and you're winning by 3 and you're like, you know what, play the second half.
Yeah, you just still have to put him active.
Right,
As
that's
I
all,
do.
right? Yeah, you could just bench him. That's what I do. I'd just be like, look, man, I know like you can like it's más o menos, but like you kind of need to play, man. And you're like, just one play. He literally just needs one play. Like just give him the ball like twice and he'll like break one. The chances of him breaking one are pretty high. So yeah, so the Bucks, I mean the yeah, I don't know. I got Lions next week. I'm excited for the game. I'm also excited because I made a joke about Taylor Swift performing at the Super Bowl. And about how like if she, not that she is because she's not, it's gonna be Usher, but I said imagine you're a Lions fan trying to get tickets to take your grandpa who's never witnessed the Lions in a Super Bowl. And now if the Chiefs beat
The Ravens.
if the Chiefs beat the Ravens, they'll be literally playing the Lions, and Taylor Swift will be at the Super Bowl, and I'm sure that's gonna, that's gonna freaking cause havoc. So that's as close as as my prediction that I could have made it. But yeah,
Could be those stupid bracelets lighting up. Just like
heck
at a
yeah.
concert, changing
Yeah.
colors during the game.
I still have mine somewhere. There was like a bin where you could drop it off after, and people were like putting them to recycle them, and I'm like, why haven't you just
Yeah.
People amaze me,
No,
dude.
that's
When I see
that's
people
kind of
like
crazy.
not keep souvenir cups and like actively throw them away, I'm like, what the hell? It's like half
You
the
spent
reason that
that
shit's like,
extra. Yeah, you
yeah,
spent that extra like $10 for a Coke because of that cut.
yeah. And it's like, and now you're like, oh, I only did it so it could be bigger because I just don't want to make a refill. It's like, really? Come on. Yeah. So that's that game, and then we can go Bucks Lions. Uh, did I do the thing? There you go. Bucks Lions. I don't really have much to say about this one. You know what I do have to say about this one? I'll give you my thoughts on it real quick. I don't know how I feel about the fact that a divisional team, because they won the division, should be able to play. I don't. So the Tampa Bay was 9-8. In my head, I thought they were 8-9, but yeah, they were 9-8.
Same difference, dude.
It might as well have been because it's like it sucks that the Rams. This doesn't happen often, but it's just the fact that the Lions play the Rams. It was such a hard game. They barely won. It was almost a miracle.
Mhm.
Then they get to play at home again because the Bucks beat the Eagles. And now this game is way easier for them than the Ravens game. You know what I mean? And kind of even just watching it, you're like, all right, it's gonna be like kind of interesting, but it's also gonna be like, I kind of don't really have too much faith in the Bucks beating the Lions. Although Baker did kind of have a shot at the end, but at
He
least
did. He did, but he did what Baker
yeah,
does.
yeah. Until they when they scored this touchdown, the Amon St. Brown touchdown, which put them up by 16, right? Was it 16? No. Whatever. When they scored this touchdown to make it 31, that's when I was like, all right, it's over. But this, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, like I Baker played well. I mean, no, he played más o menos. It was like whatever. But when I say he played well, I mean he played the whole season. He played pretty well, and the fact that they got this far is actually kind of a miracle within itself. I mean, mostly
Yeah,
because the
it's
fact that they're
respectable.
yeah, the fact that they're in the NFC South is the reason they made the playoffs. Because if this shit was like the NBA where it was no divisions and it's just by conference, they would probably not have. I don't think they would have made it, right? I don't remember, but they would have been a way lower seed.
They should do that.
They should. I mean,
One
thing
season,
is,
just
yeah.
change the playoff structure. Just see what's up, dude.
I was thinking about this. How would
I
you
think
change?
baseball
So how
should
would you
do
change
that
it?
too.
Because, so what would you do? Would you just like, just the way NBA does it straight up, or would you do like, hey, look, if someone has, because I was thinking like, all right, if you don't have a winning record, you can't make the playoffs. So the next team that has the best record slides into that spot. Is that how you would do it? But then
Wait.
that wouldn't count. Say it again. Because let's say the Bucks were 8-9, right?
Yeah.
Then they would have had a losing record. So then they wouldn't be able to make the playoffs. So everybody would just move down a line. So you know what I mean? So like everybody would just, the next best team would move in that spot, and everybody would move down one. Does that make sense? So like let's say that. But yeah, so the reason why that's a problem is because that probably won't happen often, and it's like the Bucks might, like you said, Bucks might as well have been 8-9, them being 9-8, pretty much the same shit. So what I was thinking was, if they have, what was it? I think I was just gonna do the team that has the next best record. It's because it would involve an extra playoff game, kind of like the play-in. So I was gonna do like, yeah, because I was gonna say you could do a play-in, but then that you can't have an extra.
No, it would still be the same thing. It would still be a wild card, division, championship, and then Super Bowl. But so the same 7 teams can make it. Yeah, give the first team, gives the number 1 seed a bye, just like always.
And then just slide everybody up.
Instead of 1, 2, 3, and 4, even though they're probably all going to be division winners, but it's mainly
So you would,
for the 5, 6, and 7 teams. It should be the best record off of that.
So then the Eagles move up one.
Yeah.
The Rams move up one. The Packers move up one. See, but the Packers are also 9-8.
Okay.
So then-
well,
so-
go to the AFC. Go to the AFC because
They had better records in the AFC. So
Oh.
teams like
No, see, but that's the thing. For the AFC, it's fine because everyone's actually competent. The actual problem here is that the fact that the NFC exists, the fact that the NFC South exists. If we just nuked the NFC South, we would never have this fucking problem. But because these fucking 4 godforsaken teams are involved with each other, this is why we have this issue. The AFC almost never has this issue. I don't even remember the last time this happened, where like a team was this shitty and made the playoffs. You know what I mean?
fair
I
enough.
feel like every year it's this fucking division, dude. It's like them or like except for the seasons when the Saints were good, but like when Drew Brees was like their quarterback. But like no, you know where else did it happen? No, I think that's pretty much it because it was like those years. Oh, and the AFC South, I think the Texans made the playoffs like 9-8. I don't know, but it's yeah, but because we could just take this out, or what we could do is like pull this, slide this out, move everyone up one, and then just depending on the tiebreaker between them, the Packers, and the Seahawks and the Saints, you would figure out who gets that 7th spot.
Yeah.
But then how? Yeah, and then just whoever. So then, since they get that 4 seed, that team gets a home team. So that team gets a home game. So
Yeah,
in this scenario, the Cowboys would have a home game, and the Eagles would also have a home game.
Mhm.
Which would that have? I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I doubt it. The Eagles would have still lost, but I don't know. Belichick is probably. It's funny because the fact that Belichick is interviewing for the Falcons job.
Why is that the only team that he's meeting with?
I don't know,
I don't get it.
It's funny to me because he's kind of busting a Tom Brady where like Tom Brady like picked a pretty good team that was just missing some stuff that was in the NFC South, and now Belichick is doing the same thing, but just with the Falcons where they're like pretty stacked. They just need better coaching, or Brady went to the Bucks where they were pretty stacked. They just needed a better quarterback.
I don't think so.
And because they're like in a shitty division.
Fucking garbage. They got nobody on defense. At least Todd Bowles was already there. Wait, was he already there?
No, it was Bruce Arians.
No,
he was
the DC. He was the DC.
He was the DC. You're right.
That was a pretty damn good already coaching staff. So
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I guess you're.
yeah,
right.
I mean that defense is
Unless
good.
Kirk Cousins ends up on the Falcons.
That'd be sick. He wins the Super Bowl with Kirk Cousins. I mean, that'd be good.
I feel like he's gonna end up on the Raiders.
I mean, that's better than
AOC. The Green Party. Oh no, the Green.
Especially how he played last year.
Yeah.
Before he blew his Achilles.
I don't think the Falcons. I don't think the Vikings let him go. But yeah. So
he's a free agent.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't think they re-sign him?
No. They need to move on. They need to draft somebody like a Bo Nix or something like that. Probably falls into their laps.
Let's
mock drafts. Yeah, really, that's all that needs to be said about that game. Honestly.
Yeah.
Just happy for Dan Campbell for sure, though.
Yeah, my guy. Oh, I think I have a
Dallas Turner. Well, damn, they have 2 mock drafts. Have the Vikings at 11 picking a edge rusher.
Oh yeah.
And Bo Nix going right after him to the Broncos. Interesting.
Bo Nix, he's from Oregon, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think there was a clip I wanted to show, but I can't.
Broncos do need a quarterback. Too.
Yeah.
So I guess that makes sense.
There was a clip of Dan Campbell. Oh, I found it.
Yeah, man.
All I think about is you guys. That's all I think about, man.
All I think about is
That's
you
all
guys.
I think about is you guys and how I set you up for the best possible advantage I can give you to have a season. I swear to you, man. I just need you to trust me. That's all. I got a plan. I swear to you. All I think about is you guys. That's all I think about,
All I
man.
think about is
That's all I think about is you guys and how I set you up for the best possible advantage I can give you to have a season. I swear to you, man.
I mean, he
Dude.
fucking did it, dude. I love this guy. He's fucking sick. He's like the quintessential. I look to him for hope with the fact that we took the interim tag off of AP's tenure with the Raiders because
Just a former player.
yeah, former player. Yeah, just pretty good overall. Yeah, just good offensive coordinator, good defensive coordinator, just vibes. We're vibes based over here. So yeah, so that's that game. And then the last game,
Ravens.
which is also another game that doesn't really need to be talked about. They beat the Texans, which
Honestly,
I haven't seen a defense that good, at least defensive performance that good in a long time. They were all over the Texans and and actually at first, you know what? To start the game, it was a little shaky, and for like an hour, it was
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, okay, I'm not sure how this is gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
But it being 3-3 after the first, you were kind of like, what the fuck is going on?
Which is what scares me with the Ravens.
Somebody do something. But then, then Lamar threw the touchdown to Aguilar, and then the Texans punted after that. But then they got a touchdown on a punt return, and then it was punt. So I think it was at 10-3, or no, it was 10-10 going into the half, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 10-10 going in a half. After halftime, Lamar finally turned it on, and it was over for the Texans. Couldn't do anything.
It was just being outmatched, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, coming out of the second half, the Ravens obviously more experienced. Obviously, you know, it's funny I don't know if you've seen that clip of Lamar in post game, and he talked in the halftime. You know, who they asked him who did the halftime speech, and he said it was him, and he said a lot of stuff that he can't say out loud.
Nice.
But yeah, I was just completely outmatched in that second half, and you know, great season for the Texans. But I mean, the Ravens arguably the best team in the league all year. You know, them and the Niners. But
the way that defense played, I can see I can see them as heavy favorites for the games coming up this weekend. They are -3.5 only.
I think the sports books are like, damn, the Chiefs are really back.
We just kind of can't do it to the Chiefs, but
Uh-huh.
damn. And I think it's gonna be electric. I mean, the Texans couldn't even they were getting so many false starts because the crowd was so crazy. It's just they couldn't do anything, dude. They didn't even score an offensive touchdown. I think Stroud kind of barely got some numbers off, But yeah, just no one played well, and it was not good. 175, 19 for 33. No
Yeah, that's
interceptions. So
terrible.
I don't even think he got sacked either. But yeah, so it's just yeah. I think this just kind of sets it up for next week, this Sunday. I have the Ravens beating the Chiefs, and I have the I'm going for the Lions, but to be honest, I'm not too sure about that one. Uh, Depending on how Purdy looks or how the Niners look in total. But yeah, I think the Ravens looked really good. Their defense looked really good, and the Chiefs going back to back road games gonna be pretty interesting. Um, so we'll see. Uh,
If Pat is able to pull it off, he goes to the Bills, beats the Bills. They were one of the hottest teams going into the playoffs. He did that.
Yeah.
He goes into the Ravens, beats Lamar at his place, back to back road games for the first time. First time road game beats the Bills. Second time back to back beats the Ravens, who were the 1 seed. Then goes to the Super Bowl, and let's just say beats 49ers.
yeah.
I mean, what more can Patrick Mahomes do? Let's just say if that does happen hypothetically. What, like, he's already in the Tom Brady category if he does that. Like,
Yeah, I mean the thing is that because again, this is a season where they're so you would think that this was a season where they're the most vulnerable. The fact that they
yeah,
still ran through everybody with this vulnerability, where we all watched it and we were all like, this fucking Chiefs are struck. They're limping. They're not good. Like kill them. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
nobody could do it. And the fact that the Ravens go and aren't able to do it, and then even then the Niners aren't able to. It's gonna be very fucking annoying for everybody who works with Nick Wright, because he's like the biggest Chiefs. I think he's from Kansas City, but he's like the biggest Mahomes dick rider. I mean, which makes sense. He's like, again, he's a Chiefs fan. He's from Kansas City, but yeah, it's gonna be insufferable. But I think for like games of like for games that Ravens Niners is going to be a great game because it'll be a true number one versus a true number one. You know what I mean?
okay,
Which happens pretty often,
fair,
right?
fair. But we saw that already, and the Ravens killed the 49ers at
Yeah,
their
yeah,
place. So that's why it's kind of like,
yeah, I see what you're saying.
but if they do play each other again, I know for sure it won't be a blowout again. It'll be a
Well,
better game. But if it's Chiefs Niners, like it's just I don't know.
I guess what I'm saying is that like because we know the Chiefs aren't at full strength because their receiving core isn't as good. It's like the Ravens should win and beat the Chiefs. You know what I mean? That's why the Chiefs ended up being the 3 seed or the 2 seed or the 3 seed or 4 seed, whatever. And so that's what I'm saying. It's not like a full. It's okay. Ravens Chiefs is like Mayweather versus Canelo when Canelo was 23 and Mayweather was like in his prime. You know what I mean? Or 21, or how old he was, or 19. I don't remember. And in theory, San Francisco Ravens is supposed to be prime versus prime because they're both the number one, the top seeds in each division. I mean, in each conference. But like you said, they already smashed them, so it's like it's kind of set up for the Ravens to win the Super Bowl this year. And it's an election year. There's a lot of racists voting for Trump. I think having a black quarterback win the Super Bowl, a black quarterback in Baltimore win the Super Bowl is going to do a lot for racial tensions in America, and I support it 100%. But not even like because Lamar Jackson isn't even like how do I say this without trying to sound racist, because I'm not trying to sound racist, but like Lamar Jackson's not like Dak Prescott. He's not biracial. You get what I'm saying? He's like like, you know what I mean?
No, he's
all the
straight
other
Florida.
yeah,
South
like
Florida, like
yeah,
really got it out the mud.
so yeah, like he's very himself and not very like other people or other like quarterbacks that get propped up that are very like biracial. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah,
Dude,
Dak's a
and
good
it's in
example of that.
Baltimore. Baltimore, yeah, Dak's a good example of that, and it makes sense because he's like, the quarterback of the Cowboys, so it's like, a
Face
lot
of
of racists.
franchise. After
Yeah,
the game, he's always in
a
a
lot of
like in a
racists like
tux
the
or whatever,
Cowboys.
politically
Yeah.
correct.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar, he's pulling up to his post game, not even
Yeah,
showered, like
just
halfway dressed.
say, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like I get you.
And and he plays for Baltimore, a team that area that is predominantly black. It's great. I love it. And
It's kind of perfect.
yeah, it's like, yeah. So I would I mean, they had a linebacker who killed somebody with a mink on, and his excuse was, "You think I would kill somebody with a mink coat on?" That was his answer when they asked him about it. So like, it's pretty gangster over there. But anyway, I digress. I'm just saying, I do want Lamar to win his dream because I do think Lamar is a generational talent. I think he's not Mahomes because Mahomes has more like, okay, Lamar and Mahomes is more of a Manning Brady thing than I think Allen Mahomes is, because Lamar has won an MVP. He's been, I think, like one of the best quarterbacks for a while now, and I think him winning the ring will really solidify, especially because he's such a polarizing player as far as like he should play running back, he should play wide receiver coming out of the draft, and I mean, there was a Bomani Jones tweet that I saw where some guy
You're just
was like,
saying when it comes to if he gets a ring, the
Yeah,
matchups
because-
for the rest of their careers, Pat Mahomes and Lamar will be that much more epic.
because if the Ravens win the championship this year, I think that they'll continue to be going against each other, and I think if you were to ask me in the future who's gonna have more 1v1s that are epic, it's gonna be Mahomes Jackson, and I think Josh Allen is more of the Roethlisberger in the middle of all that.
Oh,
You know what I mean? It was like Brady Mahomes and then Roethlisberger
Oh,
was
I like
outside.
that.
But even Roethlisberger won his championships, I think, before.
Yeah, he
Manning
got
did.
one.
He got 2.
Really?
Yeah, he beat Seattle. Yeah.
When?
He
I
beat
thought he only
Seattle.
had one.
No, he has
I
2.
thought he only had that one in like what was it, 2010
No, he won
or 11?
Here we go. Won the
Maybe
Super
one.
Bowl. He beat in 2005 he beat the
2008. Damn.
2005 he beat the Seahawks. This is when I was telling you where I was in Florida and that girl had those contacts that had Seahawks on them. Remember I was telling you like 3 weeks ago? Yeah, and she flashed everybody from across the thing. Okay, so that's when they beat them that time. That was his second year, and then they beat in 2008. They beat the
Yeah.
this when Harrison had that 99-yard return. Remember,
A fumble recovery?
fumble recovery all the way back to the house, and they beat the Cardinals.
That's right.
2008. Yeah, I remember that one.
So even Roethlisberger had won a Super Bowl for Manning, because this is in 05, and 07 is when
Manning finally got his.
finally got his. Yeah. So I mean, Roethlisberger is even better than.
Wait,
both
so
of
how
these
many
dudes.
rings does Peyton
Manning
have?
have?
2?
Yeah, he won one with
Colts,
the Colts
and then one with
yeah, and then he lost. Well, he won the Super Bowl twice with the Colts, but he lost the second time to the Saints.
I remember that one. That was their perfect season, no?
No, they lost like 2 games.
Or they're
Colts
about to.
Colts never
No,
had
they-
a perfect season.
No, but they went like on a 15, but they were close though, no?
Yeah, they were like 15-1 probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I remember. Yeah, so that's when Drew Brees finally got his. But yeah, so
No, yeah, I like where you're going with that.
yeah, so I
agree.
I mean, because if anything, because I mean, then you still have Burrow. So I mean, I think there's like a lot of
Dude,
lot of
the
quarterbacks
AFC is
who-
the AFC is a conference with the best quarterbacks. Easy.
Yeah,
Because we haven't even said Herbert yet.
and then you got Herbert. Yeah, and then you got I mean, and then Stroud's on the come up. I mean, you
Oh
could
yeah,
argue
that's right. That's right.
Stroud's looming. You could even argue like Tua could possibly get better. Uh, I mean, they want to say that Deshaun is one of those, but obviously not. Yeah, I mean, there's
Yeah, no.
there's potential, but yeah. So, all right, well, let's do our picks, and then
Yeah, that throw over the middle for Purdy over the linebacker and right under the safety. Just real quick.
for the
I
touchdown.
mean, no. It was a nice little chunk play though to Jennings.
No, that's when I was like, like, God damn it. Because I'm trying to hate. And I was mad. Right
Oh
over the
yeah,
linebacker right there. Oh my god.
I was like in the beginning of the
Well,
game too.
no, I thought that was
Was it? Or was it
on
towards the
that
end of the
last
game?
drive. Yeah, towards the on the I believe it was
Oh, was it?
That last drive.
Oh, okay.
And he gets knocked.
knocked right there.
Oh, because I remember making a comment about Jennings being one of the better receivers. Because I think Jennings popped off, right? Isn't he the one that?
Yeah,
had all
he's
the
young.
catches?
He
Is it him?
him or another dude.
No, he's the one that has all the. He had all the stats for the game. Let me see. Receiving, Jawan Jennings. What the hell am I? Yeah, he had 33 targets. No.
Is that all year?
Yeah, I guess this is all year. Oh, Ayuk actually had a good game too. I want for the game. How the fuck do I? Jawan Jennings. He had 5 receptions for 61 yards. Felt like he had more. Ayuk had 6 for 32 yards. Yeah, dude, there was not a lot of. Kittle had 81, but he also had that touchdown. There was not a lot going on. However, the freaking Packers, man. I pull this up. Boom. So we had it. We almost had a perfect game, but you ruined it. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, Baltimore 1, San Francisco 1, Detroit 1, Kansas City 1. So mix. So I won the division round. So now I'm up 2 on your ass. So you have to get this next one correct. You have to get the next 2 correct. Wait, how are we gonna decide on Super Bowl?
Because what if we both agree?
Yeah, because we haven't been choosing on same games. We've been choosing on. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So I gotta pick the first. Yeah, you picked the first game last time, right? Or did I pick the first game? So then, okay, so conference. It's what's the morning game?
The Ravens.
Chiefs Ravens.
Kansas
Chiefs Ravens.
City, and what's the other team? Detroit.
Detroit and yeah.
Kansas City at Baltimore. And Detroit at San Fran. Going to San Francisco. All right. So I get first pick, right? Fuck. Gotta go Baltimore. I feel like that's I just finished talking about how I have all this faith in.
Mm. Yeah.
Super lame. Should be. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Get off of this. Okay. Who are you gonna pick? San Francisco or Detroit?
I don't know. Give me San Francisco. I just don't see. I don't see Detroit.
All right. I do want to look something up.
The Super Bowl. You seen that Super Bowl logo stuff and colors being the same teams that make it to Super Bowl?
No.
Oh no. Oh no, you haven't seen that?
The last like 4 years, the Super Bowl logo has been the same colors of the teams that have made it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
There you go.
So there's like this scripted, like, oh, it's this joint scripted, like. And if this is correct, if our predictions are correct, which they are going to be because we're experts, the same pattern will continue.
Oh, this is crazy. I thought that was this dumb theory we did for the last month. Starting to get really concerned.
Thoughts?
Oh, that is weird. I mean, I think it's just a coincidence. But they did make that commercial in the beginning of the year about how it's all scripted, remember?
Yep.
Oh, fuck. It would be fun if everything was scripted, but I feel like it'd be very hard to pull.
Like the WWE or what?
Yeah, exactly, like WWE. Okay. Number 1 versus number 1 seed bowl was the Super Bowl matchup 6 times before the playoff field expanded to 12 teams, 6 from each conference during the 1990 season. Super Bowl 11, number 1 Raiders, number 1 Vikings. Super Bowl 12, 13, 18, 19, and 24. Here are the 7 times it happened before the NFL expanded the playoff teams to 14 teams, starting with the 2021 season. I mean, I guess it kind of does have. Oh, so the number 1 Patriots played the number 1 Eagles. Number 1 Broncos played the number 1 Panthers. Number 1 Patriots. Number 1 Seahawks. Seahawks Broncos. Damn, the Seahawks really killed the Broncos that year.
Probably the worst Super Bowl I've ever seen.
Yeah. And then the following year, didn't the Broncos just do the same thing to
To the Panthers.
the Panthers, like in back-to-back years?
Oh no, there was one in between.
Oh, was there?
48 and then 50. Broncos were back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's right in front of me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Seahawks really could have went back to back, bro. My God.
Yeah,
I'll never forget that.
that was insane.
What are you doing? Right
Oh,
away.
da,
First
da.
first thing out of my mouth. First thing out of my
All
mouth.
of us. Yeah.
What are we doing?
During the 2022 playoffs, both the number 1 Packers and the number 1 Titans lost in the divisional round. The Titans were the number 1 seed during the 2022 playoffs.
Huh?
Really? Makes sense.
No way.
Really?
Oh wait, yes they were. That was Vrabel's first year. Wasn't it?
Now I gotta check this bullshit. Oh, it was last year.
No, go one more year. 2022 or 2021. Yeah.
Titans were 12-5. Why do I not remember that?
Good one was Verbal the coach.
Yeah. Vrabel was the coach, but Tannehill? That's crazy.
He was. Dude, that defense was insane, and that whole offense was on Derrick Henry's nuts.
Yeah.
Well, they had
AJ Brown. Let's be fair.
I mean,
Yeah.
AJ Brown was making his name for himself.
Wait, so yeah, this is a season that the 13-second game happened.
Mm-hmm.
But the Titans lost
In the first round,
to who? The Patriots?
I think the Pats.
And who won the Super Bowl that year?
Says right there.
Oh wait, does it? Where was that?
Oh no. The Chiefs.
2021.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, they beat the
Yeah. Oh no!
It was the Pats.
Wait,
It was the Pats.
2021?
Yeah.
It was the Bucks. That was Tom Brady's year.
Bucks.
the
No,
Bucks
but
beat
that
the
doesn't make
Chiefs.
sense because I don't
The
think
Bucks
the
beat the
Patriots were.
Chiefs.
The Patriots were 10-7 this year. Wasn't this the year that they lost to Buffalo? This is Tom Brady's last year.
Mm-mm.
This is a 2021 regular season, but 2022 playoffs.
Is it?
Yeah, it has to be because I remember this year. This is when remember when the Patriots lost to Buffalo?
Then this was the Rams year, and
Yeah.
the Bengals made it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The record lines up. The record lines up. Yeah.
Yeah, because this is when
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. And then last year the Chiefs won.
That's right.
Or earlier yeah. Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah, you're confusing me. 2021, 2022.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
That's this
okay.
year. And then last year. No, wait. So then when the fuck did the Bucks win?
2021, the year before.
No, it couldn't have been. It had to be the year after.
Nuh-uh.
How the hell did the
mean-
Patriots have go 10-7 without Tom Brady?
Because that was Mac Jones' rookie year. And they were like, oh, Mac Jones is the next guy. Because their defense was still good. They just didn't have Tom Brady.
Now I gotta look this.
No, yeah, look it up. Because Mac Jones at one point people thought were good. And it was because of his rookie year.
No, 2021.
Because they didn't think he was going to be
Well,
good.
2022.
They weren't supposed to make the playoffs. They weren't supposed to make the playoffs.
NFL.
And Mac Jones did it.
Well, this is when the Chargers lost. The
2021.
oh, this is 2023. My bad.
Playoff schedule over there.
Playoffs. 2020. Right?
Yeah,
I put 2022 though. Hold on. Here we go. Oh yeah.
They got killed by Buffalo, though. Damn.
Yeah, Tennessee lost to Cincinnati. Yeah, they got killed by Buffalo. Yeah, this was Tom Brady's last year.
No, dude. That was his
Yes,
rookie
it
year.
was. Oh my.
And Mac Jones' first year. Jones,
How do I look this up?
first year.
How do I press on this game?
2021. Mac Jones, passer rating 92.5.
January 15th. No, this is January 15th. 2022. Yeah.
Mac Jones' first year was 2021. 2022.
Really, they were that good?
Yes, Mac
That they
Jones
made
was
the
a
playoffs?
good quarterback at one point in time. As a rookie.
Yes.
He led him to the playoffs his rookie year. Yes.
That's insane.
They weren't supposed to.
Time is a flat circle. Damn, so the year before this, they also got smashed then by the Bills, no? Because wasn't Tom Brady's last pass a pick six, remember? Wasn't that against the Bills? Rams.
His last year with the Patriots was 2019.
$46 old.
Career. If it loads. Damn.
Yeah, 2019, you're right. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Ah. All right. Let me cover this. Here we go. Higher users. And they're just oh, ESPN article. More. Okay. So Antonio Pierce hired as Raiders coach. What's next? NFL buzz. The Las Vegas Raiders have removed the interim tag from Antonio Pierce's title and made him the organization's full-time coach. Pierce, 45, was promoted from linebackers coach in the wake of the Halloween night firing of Josh McDaniels. Something that we live reacted to on this.
Ba, 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 ba.
He reinvigorated. Wait the hell? Yeah, a then dour Raiders locker room with post-victory cigar celebrations, and his embracing of the team's culture garnered support from players and alumni alike. Vegas went 5-4 to end the season. His player's first mentality comes from playing linebacker in NFL for 9 seasons with the Washington, 2001 to 2004, and the New York Giants, 05 to 09. Earning Pro Bowl honors in 2006, he was also a key member of the Giants team that beat the then undefeated New England Patriots in Super Bowl 42? 47? 42, I don't know. Still, after finishing 8-9, the Raiders have 2 winning records and 2 playoff appearances after the 16 and 2021 seasons, since appearing in the Super Bowl in January of 03. Pierce is the 7th coach, regular season and interim, Raiders owner Mark Davis has hired since assuming control of the franchise under his father, upon his father's passing, along with Dennis Allen, Tony Sparano, Jack Del Rio, John Gruden, Rich Bisaccia, and McDaniels. Taking a closer look, Raiders reporter Paul Geertz answered some of our big questions about this. Why did the Raiders decide to stick with Pierce instead of chasing a bigger name? Davis has gone down the rockstar coach road before with likes of Gruden and McDaniels. Neither went especially well for differing reasons. Pierce understands the mystique, culture, and heritage of the Raiders. Having grown up in Compton, California, yes. Okay, so yes, he's a big fan of the Raiders because he grew up in the culture. Yeah. Pierce and general manager Champ Kelly presented a masterclass as such, inviting so many Hall of Fame Raider players in the post-game locker room to help the current class celebrate the season-ending win over the Broncos from Marcus Allen, jersey that I have, Mike Haynes and Charles Woodson, to Richard Seymour, Jim Otto, and Ted Hendricks, to 2-time Super Bowl champ Jim Plunkett, with Gold Jackets Tom Flores and Fred Blitnikoff looking on approvingly from the luxury suites. Then again, as Pierce himself said, he had hoped he had earned the gig rather than deserved it. Semantics, perhaps, but it's true. Pierce changed the culture and the vibe and won the games. Going 5-4, missing the playoffs might not seem like a big deal, but Pierce had the Raiders in every game. Even one they lost by 2 TDs to the Kansas City Chiefs. They led 14-0, and they had feel-good wins against the New York Giants, Chargers, and the Broncos and Chiefs, while going 3-1 in the AFC West. So that's the most important thing. He went 3-1 in the AFC West.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, the Chiefs were middling, and I don't know what the hell was going on with them. And sure, the Chargers suck, and of course, the Broncos also suck. But I mean, that's not nothing, I mean, division games are hard, and the fact that he won them I think that's a pretty good look. And the defense, for the first time in eons, was the Raiders' calling card. Talk about respecting and honoring silver and blackdom's mystique, culture, and heritage. How big of an influence did the Raiders players have on Pierce hiring? I'll answer your question with one of my own. How can All-Pros Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, and 3-time Pro Bowler Max Crosby, who went as far as to insinuate on his podcast he'd ask for a trade if Pierce was not retained, possibly be ignored? That's a good question. This is what I have said time and time again. Perhaps Davis learned from 2 years ago when players, including Crosby, stumped openly for Bisaccia, to no avail, as Davis wanted an X-and-O's coach in McDaniels rather than a locker room leader like Bisaccia. It wasn't that Davis regretted not hiring Bisaccia. It was more he wished he had taken better temperature of the locker room. While the players' wishes may not have been what put Pierce over the edge, they were most assuredly a bigger piece in the decision-making pie this time around, from Adams saying his vote was for Pierce and that he would run through a wall for that man, to Jacobs' pending free agent saying Pierce returning would be a factor on if he would choose to resign with Las Vegas, to yes, Crosby's flex, which might be interpreted as a veiled threat to perhaps compromise Pierce. All were factors. Okay, so this question was already answered. Will the hiring of Pierce influence their upcoming decision at GM? The NFL has taken a backward approach to coaches having more say than their supposed superiors, and in some cases having a say in hiring their purported bosses. Pierce being hired before a GM would suggest a continuation of that trend, even with recent history. Consider when Gruden resigned in 2021 in the wake of his email scandal, Bisaccia was elevated to interim coach. Then GM Mike Mayock would have a 51-49% advantage in personnel matters over the coach. Davis maintained that position for GM Dave Ziegler over McDaniels and seemed initially more excited about the prospect of Kelly as interim GM than he was intrigued by Pierce as interim coach. How those feelings and roles reverse, it's tough to say because Kelly and Pierce do seem connected at the hip. Then again, so were Ziegler and Daniels, and you saw how that worked out. So we ended up hiring Tom Telesco. He's now our this goober is now our general manager. He was the general manager of the Chargers for the past 13 years. Here I'm gonna skim through this real fast. He drafted 6 players in the first round that went on to be selected for Pro Bowl with the team in Jason Verrett, Melvin Gordon, Joey Bosa, Derwin James Jr., Justin Herbert, and Rashawn Slater. In 2022, Telesco constructed a roster that featured 8 Pro Bowlers who were acquired by draft, trades, or free agency. Yeah. Whatever. Who cares? I'll put you back. Yeah. So I just want to see if this has anything to do with. Telesco 51 beat out finalist interim GM Champ Kelly and Colts assistant Ed Dodds per Jones. This hiring comes after Telesco interviewed with the Raiders twice throughout the hiring process. Yeah, it's fine. Given that Telesco's Chargers went up against the Raiders twice a year over the last decade, he should be extremely familiar with the roster as he now crosses division rival lines. With Pierce hired as the full-time head coach and Telesco in as the GM, the duo can now focus on building towards 2024 after the Raiders went 8-9 this past season. Telesco will be armed with a full cupboard of draft picks this spring, including the number 13th overall pick in the draft. Priority number 1 could arguably be finding a quarterback for the franchise after Jimmy Garoppolo experiment fizzled mid-season, alongside the firing of head coach Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler, on top of rookie AOC not presenting a high ceiling. Las Vegas is currently stated to have roughly $43.5 million in available cap space, which is the 12th among most in the league. Meanwhile, running back Josh Jacobs is the club's most notable looming free agent. I think that's all for that article. So,
what do you think about Josh Jacobs coming back or bringing him back? Just start there real quick.
We should bring him back. I think he would be a good
worthy of $11 million a year. Because that's the going rate. It's gonna be the going rate.
Yes. Yeah. It depends. Okay, I'll tell you what. It depends. If we end up drafting a rookie, if the route that we take is drafting a rookie and trading pieces, I think I like keeping him. If the route is like picking up Kirk Cousins or picking up someone that's going to be like of high value, because I don't think Kirk Cousins is going to be cheap, I think letting him walk will be a better answer, because and again, I think running backs should figure out a way to get something in the CBA to not get exposed and not to get taken advantage of so much by teams, because I do think FD Signifier had a really good video about running backs and how they get absolutely destroyed in the NFL. Let's see. I watched like half of it. Here we go. With Fargo. The real reason NFL running backs aren't getting paid. Video by FT Signifier, leftist YouTube essay guy. Did an hour and 15 minutes on the real reason NFL running backs aren't getting paid. I watched like half of it because this shit's way too long. But very good video. I mean, what I was watching was really good. in this video, he's interviewing a lot of former running backs, a lot of current running backs. One thing that he points out, damn, a famous Malcolm X quote, and that shit's like 30 minutes long. One thing that he in the beginning of this video, he points out. Let's see if I can find the graphic.
Growth, which is a natural occurrence in the NFL.
Oh, you can't hear it, huh?
No, I do it.
Yeah. Okay.
I can hear it.
New players come in and emerge as elite players. Supposed to happen. He had another good but not great year in 2019, followed by a year where he was mostly hurt and another year in recovery. That his not all or even just quarterback from a business system, which means that teams are only allowed to spend so much on players in order to keep everyone on an even playing field throughout the league. So every dollar is valued to the point where for the past few years, is automatic in the free their original teams. Though the worth of these contracts pales in comparison to increases made by wide receivers and quarterbacks in the same period. In fact, because of the decline in value for the running back position, their contracts have stagnated as every other position in the league has seen growth, which is a natural occurrence in the NFL. New players come in and emerge as elite players for their position, and when it's time for them to sign a contract, they will become the highest paid player at their position until the next elite player emerges. This happens for every position. It happened 3 times this offseason for quarterbacks. It was supposed to happen for Saquon Barkley. Barkley was the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2018. He had another good but not great year in 2019, followed by a year where he was mostly hurt and another year in recovery, and then this past year where he was a legit MVP candidate and was the main reason that his not all that talented team made the playoffs.
Yeah,
Instead
so this
of
is
giving him a
last
meta-
year. That's last year's team, obviously, because this year they sucked. But yeah,
breaking contract, or even just a decent long-term contract, his team decided to pay their mediocre quarterback a competitive salary instead. As much as this is really unfair for Saquon, on 7 don't help all of sports. And to play the position at a high level, take time contract. Rush lines belonging to Hall of Fame legends Adrian Peterson.
so I can't find it, but somewhere in this video, he breaks down how much of the work Saquon did for that offense. And I think he touched the ball and it was responsible for like 80% or some crazy ass number of their total offense. So imagine, putting your body through that much just so that when your rookie contract is up, them deciding, we don't really want to pay you, or we're going to pay you like the cheapest amount. And if you don't like it, you can leave. But it's like throughout your whole rookie contract, we just let you get freaking tackled running into big ass dudes. And now that we've ran you into the ground and you're kind of like, you're like 28. So now you're like kind of like, used up and lack for a better word. You're, you can go and try to go to another team. We'll just draft another running back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or they're on a rookie contract. So like, that's fucked. But like, and I think that's fucked up. But that's why I'm saying that like, if we draft a quarterback, then, he'll be on the rookie contract, and he won't be eating into the cap. I think that article said we had $45 million in cap space. That quarterback won't be eating into the cap, so we can pay Jacobs to stay. If we end up picking up a quarterback, which is going to cost us money, then I think it's best that we let him walk and then draft a running back. Because again, look at Pacheco. He was like a 5th rounder, right? And he runs funny, but he can freaking run. He runs for first downs, and like
Yeah.
And so I'd rather spend, depending on which way you go, I think that's the way you play that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But again, I'm in solidarity with all running backs. So if they want to, fucking start a union or something, or do something to make sure that they don't get
Boycott the
used
Super
up.
Bowl. Isaac Pacheco
Yeah.
and
should, dude.
Christian McCaffrey just like
Fool's getting CTE, like just constant getting tackled by 300-pound dudes. Like they shouldn't be able to like, all right, well you're 25 now, but you tore your ACL twice, so and it's our fault because we made you do 30 carries a game. Anyway, well yeah, we don't want to pay you anymore, so you're out of here, and then that's it. You know what I mean?
thanks for everything.
Yeah. So so then just last week, the Raiders reportedly locked in on either promoting their interim general manager Champ Kelly to full-time role, or hiring Colts assistant general manager Ed Dodds, according to Tashawn Reed. The team, however, got cold feet about pairing a first-time general manager with Pierce, who is now stepping into his first head coaching job in the league. I understand getting cold feet, but it's like, what are you getting cold feet about? You might as well roll forward with it. The thing is there was like an article that Miriam Fader did. I think it was I'll look it up because I hate getting shit wrong. So Devontae did like a one-on-one Miriam freaking name, but it better pop up. Oh shit, it did pop up. Okay. She did an article where beginning of the season he was talking about how it sucks that he's on a team that sucks pretty much, and how he's struggling with, now that he's getting older, he has to play on a shitty team, but he wants to win a ring and he can see the light at the end of the tunnel and blah blah blah. I don't know if it's this one. But and it sucks because like it's true. Our team sucked the first year that McDaniels came in, and then last year, and then this year we sucked. And then before the season this year, she sat down with them and they talked about, hey man, how are you feeling about staying with the Raiders? And he was like, you know what, I can't control. I'm just pretty much the whole article was like, I can't control shit that's going on with the team, so I'm gonna just try to do my best, and that's it. And now that Derek Carr's no longer here, hopefully me and Garoppolo can get something going, whatever. So it's like, I think the reason they brought in Telesco was because they think that because he's kind of, has experience, he could probably turn the team around. He could probably, because we were in the playoffs 2 years ago, he could probably turn this dumpster fire back into what that was 2 years ago. Then I think, because if you go AP and Kelly, then I think you just go full rebuild. You just scrap it. Unless you think that Kelly can do that for you, even though he's a first-time GM. But I think Telesco, I think Davis is thinking like, we're bringing Telesco and he'll be able to turn the team around a lot sooner than Champ Kelly and Pierce will. And I think, if that's what I'm assuming that's what it is. If Telesco comes in and trades Devontae and like starts freaking just tearing this team apart, just getting draft picks to do a full rebuild, then it's like Kelly could have done that. You should have just let Kelly do that. You know what I mean? But
fair, yeah.
But that's just in my head. That's how it makes sense. So that's how I would assume. That's how I would assume they're looking at this. And I don't really like the hire because I would have rather kept Kelly, and I think I'd rather take my shot with both of them being together since they both came in together. It could be like it's like kind of like a cool 30. It could have been a cool 30 for 30. Oh, McDaniels gets fired, Ziegler gets fired. How a first-time head coach and first-time GM turn this team around, whatever. But now it's not gonna be that, so whatever. I don't care. I can't control the shit. It's whatever. It's fucking it's the Raider way, baby. So hopefully this guy can figure it out. And then
I think he can, dude.
And the other part that I don't like about this too is that, remember, you know how McDaniels came in and after 1 year he decided he didn't like Derek Carr, which kind of felt like he didn't like Derek Carr since the beginning.
Yeah, off rip. Definitely give that off.
What's to say that this guy's not going to do that to Pierce? You know what I mean? I'm not saying he would. I'm not.
That's the quarterback though, not the coach.
Well, you didn't hire him. You're inheriting something that you didn't want, and maybe in his head he's like, man.
Look again.
I prefer an idiot like Staley.
This had to have gone through AP too. Someone AP feels like he can, have a relationship with, have good communication with, because the head coach and GM.
Yeah, I need more.
Needs to be one.
I need more information
to get the ship running. So we definitely needed more information with that. But no, I don't think Mark Davis would hire somebody that you hire him and then the next day when they're doing the press conference saying, "Oh, this is our new GM. This is the first time they're speaking to each other. First time they're having a conversation. Like, there's no way that happened.
I look. It's not. You can't say there's no way. Mark Davis wouldn't do this or wouldn't do that because it's Mark Davis. You know what I mean?
You don't think Antonio Pierce is like,
He's not the best owner. He's not the best owner in the world.
You don't think AP was like, yo, I'm not interested in this job. I don't know. Hypothetically, I'm not interested in this job if you don't like at least tell me who you're interviewing for the GM. You need to tell me who I'm potentially going to be working with.
What is this? I got the wrong thing. Yeah.
So I mean
but
that's
look,
like basic like football like fundamentals.
I'm telling you right now,
like,
that's happened a bunch of times.
I'm sure, but AP's gangster enough and like real enough, a real dude, and knows how it runs, how it should go.
Look at this. NFL's best roster over 11 years, 2 playoff appearances, 0 division titles, 84-92 record. Wanted to draft Tua and had Herbert fall to him. 0 picks were signed to second contracts after the 3rd round. Everyone's just having a great time.
No. They got it all messed up. Wanted Tua but had Herbert fall to him. No.
As the Chargers are prepared to take the...
Miami wanted Tua then Herbert. It should have been the other way around.
You mean Miami wanted Herbert and got Tua?
No, wasn't it Todd Bowles? Sorry, Brian Flores wanted Herbert.
Oh yeah.
Flores wanted Herbert, and the front office wanted Tua. Yeah, and that's what they ended up. And then they overrode him. They obviously got Tua. Yeah. So yeah, that's out of their control. I'm sure they'd like both.
But this is the Chargers though, so the Chargers because
they're gonna have that perspective, but I think
as the Chargers are prepared to take a step forward by hiring Jim Harbaugh, the Raiders are taking 2 steps back. This guy, Bolt Up Yo, is saying great hire by the Raiders, and then someone says a girl with no face. Lamali actually, I mean, I don't know if she actually is a bot or not, but they looked and saw a team riddled with bad draft picks and contracts in the division and said, I want some of that.
He doesn't coach, dude.
One of the NFL's best rosters over a decade. When was that exactly? 9-7, 9-7, 4-12, 5-11, 9-7, 12-4. Oh, 2018. 5-11, 7-9, 9-8, 10-7, 5-12. What an awful hire. Insane. I'm just giving you what.
But look at the roster, dude. I'm telling you, the one knock on him is the hiring state. Now he doesn't have to hire a coach. There's already a coach. There's already a leader.
I'm just trying to hit it from all angles. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to see what it is at all angles. But again, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I will prefer for the best and or the worst. Yeah, so we're scheduled to take a Noonan. I hope we get Fields. I hope we get Fields. I hope we can figure it out. I hope we can do. If this guy's coming in to help make a turnaround quickly, I hope he makes good decisions. Again, that's why I'm waiting for the offseason. I mean, I love football. Obviously, I'm gonna be sad that it's ending, but I just kind of want to know what's gonna happen with the season already. But I guess we'll find out soon enough. Yeah. So that's it. That's my whole thing on the Raiders there.
Good stuff. I'm excited.
Alex Van Pelt. Yeah.
Hey, why not? Why don't you guys give an interview to Cliff Kingsbury? Why not?
I know. Why not? He was he was a terrible head coach. I mean, he was a pretty bad head coach, but like he could run an offense. Their offense was He was just bad at calling timeouts and doing that whole thing, but all right. So did we cover all our bases? I think we did, huh? We're at the 2 hours and 12-minute mark. I think I'm gonna end it there.
Why not? And I feel like that's what you guys need too. You guys need an OC. You guys need a innovative offensive mind.
Tannenbaum, how would you grade this hire? B. Pierce earned his job thanks to the Raiders' impressive play after he took over interim head coach in early November. Being the Chiefs on Christmas Day was significant, showing how he can do as leader of the team. I worked with Dan Campbell in Miami in 2015 for 12 games. And this situation reminds me of when he took over the Dolphins down the stretch. As the team exceeded expectations, Pierce has great leadership qualities, but getting some veteran coach on his staff will be important to having success. All right. Sure enough. Yeah, I like this. Look at this. If the Raiders decide to go to the draft route to address quarterback, who could be there at number 13 for Pierce? It's unlikely one of the top 3 quarterbacks, Williams, May, and Daniels, will be there at number 13, but Michigan signal caller J.J. McCarthy would be an interesting option. That's already terrible.
Hell no.
The Wolverine system focused on running the ball, but McCarthy's an efficient passer, has great mobility, and shows enough arm strength to open up the field both vertically and horizontally. Oh, that's fucking terrible.
Oh.
You just unless it's like you just trade up or like no, that's terrible. I hate that.
Dude, he weighs like $150. Like no, dude. No.
Yeah, I guess we still gotta hire now. Yeah, like you're saying, Kingsbury would be fun. There's a lot of options. I mean, Michael Penix is still. Where does Penix land? McCarthy. If we're gonna get a quarterback with 13, we would just get. Where the fuck is Penix?
Ain't no way, bro.
Damn, didn't you? Oh, look, 39 to New York.
No, that's BS, bro.
We'll trade back.
CBS Sports.
Penix 39 right here. This is Tankathon, so I don't know how good reliable this is. Bo Nix
CBS has
42nd.
Penix at 8 to the Falcons. There's two different guys. So let me see. One guy has him 8 to the Falcons. What about this guy?
Ooh.
The
Other 2 guys don't.
have Penix at all.
Penix. I'm trying to find a draft thing here. I have it.
Yeah, Penix Jr. to Atlanta.
Everything
Another
you
guy.
know, around Jerry Jones. Yeah, they don't have anything. You don't watch tennis, huh?
Mm-mm.
I've been watching the women's tennis. Coco Golf plays tomorrow. Like the new Serena. She's like baby Serena. Yeah, I don't see it. But they have a article on Antonio. She's gonna piss me off. I'm not gonna read this. I'll read this. All right. I think that's everything. Thursday, you wanna link up again Thursday?
Yeah, I'm down.
All right,
down, I'm
Thursday.
down. Yeah, I'll work early Thursday.
Both of the games are on Sunday, huh? All right, yeah, we could do Thursday. Yeah. All right, yeah, just let me know because I'll be here this weekend too. So if whatever happens, we could always do another day. But all right, man, I'm gonna stop it. 1, 2, 3.